All right, everyone, here we go with the week of March 8th through the 14th, 2026. Randomly at the bottom of our deck here, we're going to use the Rider-Waite. His 10 of swords. That guy's not looking too good. Let's cut the deck. Let's get a theme energy here. let's get him the hell out of here. Okay, let's see where we go. Oh, that's better. Oh, I like that. That's the theme energy. But we have to consider what was randomly at the bottom. It was that 10 swords. But 10s are the end, dead end, that lead to a new beginning, and this is where we're going from there. The Knight of Swords. This guy grabbed one of the swords out of that guy, took off running, and he's going to tell everybody about it. It's communication. It's somebody coming out of nowhere. What do I mean out of nowhere? You thought, again, we have this energy right now of things we thought were long over are coming back. It is what it is. I mean, I don't know. It's 3 of Swords. Somebody wants to, somebody wants to start over. They want to, I don't know if they want to glaze over this 3 of Swords, but somebody definitely wants to start over here, okay? And somebody who's been holding on to your energy the whole time, and now they're ready. They think they're ready. Well, yesterday, I believe in the Friday reading, at the end, we had them, I'll shuffle here. I believe in the end of the Friday reading, we had them waiting for the right time or whatever, right? Well, it looks like it might be coming. I don't know. Things do move very quickly, I will tell you, and I've written about it in the blog a few times, but things do move very quickly once Jupiter goes direct. And Jupiter goes direct on Tuesday. All right. Things do move very quickly. When that bubble pops, it pops. So everything that's been, I remember the last time Jupiter was in Cancer, and it wasn't, it's much more powerful now because Cancer is the theme energy of this particular soulmate cycle. But even the last time Jupiter was in Cancer, I remember nothing went on during the retrograde phase. I was trying to make things happen and nothing was happening. The day it went direct, phone started ringing. All of a sudden, emails came in, things started rolling. So it is an energy that does tend to release, and I've tracked it back many cycles, and it does that. This time around, it's very powerful. So if somebody is waiting for the right moment, I'm saying once Jupiter goes direct on Tuesday, which is part of this week, it's the 10th, they may decide that the time is right, or it might be getting close. You'd be surprised how quickly the ball starts rolling again once this Jupiter retrograde bubble goes away. This one was particularly strong because of the fact that the Cancer is the theme energy of the soulmate cycle. So keep that in mind as well. And also, this time around, it's a fire horse year, right? The horse is on fire. It was a different element in the horse year of 2014. I can't think of which one it was off the top of my head, but it wasn't a fire horse. That hasn't happened since 1966. All right, let's see where we go. Overall energy of everything that's going to follow the table is 5 swords. That's not surprising, especially with the energies we're dealing with. And what's underneath that? Yeah, the death card. It's half-hearted effort, half-assed. It's a half-assed energy, right? It's a half-assed energy. This oh man, on the death card. I remember. Oh, it's a terrible. It's a good story. It fits, but I think you'll have to find a way to make it fit. But I get this energy. The only way I could explain it is my grandmother's funeral. Okay, the half-assed effort of that funeral. My dad, it was on my father's side. He got in trouble. I was like 8, at the time. But he got in trouble. Usually, you get a limousine. And you go, at least they do in my family anyway, they get a limousine and you go from the church to the graveyard, I guess, or whatever, You're riding around in a limousine. My dad didn't bother getting a limousine. He did the whole thing in his Cheyenne package Chevy pickup, right? It was a 1980, 80-something Cheyenne package Chevy pickup. He did the whole thing with the big 36-inch quiet giant tires and everything like that. It didn't even barely fit under the church awning. He got into a lot of trouble for it. And with the family, they yelled at him, "Why didn't you get a limousine? That's disrespectful." My dad's like, "No, it'd be disrespectful if it was a Ford." That was his response. He was kidding. But they didn't take it that way, okay? So that's this energy. It's really strange. It's this half-assed effort of somebody coming in and they might make a joke that you don't get I don't know. It just sort of flows that way, all right? I don't know what else to tell you. Yeah, it's my dad with the quiet giants. Okay, Let's see where we're at here. We're going to split the soulmate cycle. Look, I'm telling you that story fits for what's about to happen between you and this person. Think about it. Okay? Don't make it fit, but take it as it resonates. Okay? In the story, they're my dad. All right? And you're the rest of the family. All right? So you guys may see things a little differently. You know. It is what it is. And that really was his comment, too. You should have gotten a limo. Well, you know, it's not disrespectful. It would have been disrespectful if it was a Ford. You know, that's the way he felt. He was a Chevy guy. If you're a Ford guy, I'm sorry. You know, he was a Chevy guy. I'm with you. I like Ford trucks and Chevy cars myself if I'm to go any route with that. Anyway, let's see where we go here. What actions are they, enough about that. What actions are they going to take? The old Cheyenne 10. I remember that thing. Anyway, I was the most popular kid at school for a minute because he picked me up in that truck one time. I could dig it, man. That thing was a 4-inch lift kit and everything. Oh, man, that's beautiful. All right, story starts with Aries, ends with Pisces. About 9 out of the 12 should resonate. I'm not your fucking astrologer, and this ain't your fucking horoscope. All right? This is just straight up energy reading. We're going to clarify what actions are they likely to take based on yesterday's theme energies or context. Right, let's go. 5 of Pentacles. Correct me if I am wrong. And this is always mind-blowing when this happens. 2 things. 1, we did not use this deck yesterday. Okay, I think I'm right about that. 2, Aries had the 5 of Pentacles yesterday. It was the sad rose. I remember the petal falling and talking about ripping a flower apart. She loves me not, kind of a thing. Same energy. We're picking it up from there. We're going to clarify with the witches. All right. Randomly at the bottom is 5 wands. Somebody wants to come in from out of the cold. But I don't think they're willing with the 5 wands I had here in fantasy land that's there now as I shuffle. You know, anything you happen to catch, anything that catches your eye while you're shuffling is important. It's part of the goddamn reading. Right? It is. Even if, I was still shuffling, but I saw it. Yeah. The universe is always talking to you. The energy is always talking. This person wants to come in from out of the cold. I don't get the feeling at all that they realize that they put themselves there. Okay? I'm just going to tell you that. Again, I told you my touching story about my grandmother's funeral. It was Grandma Rose's funeral. I remember. I told you the story. All right, here we go. My dad was completely unaware that would even remotely be disrespectful. Okay. I mean, I don't know. You know, and in retrospect, I have to say, as I'm shuffling, she hated that truck. She hated it because she couldn't get in it. He had to keep putting a basket down for her to step up on or some sort of crate. Right? She hated that fucking truck too. You know, so in a way, I kind of got to side with the family there in that respect, which means I'm siding with you. Because you're the family in that story. All right, here we go. That story fits. I just don't know how to make it fit, but boy, does it. I'll tell you, 8 of Cups. I think you might be a little annoyed by this person. Somebody who walked away is just showing up in the dark of night. Here they come. I mean, don't take me literally, just catch my drift, but here they are. They're there. And I mean, what's on top? Yeah, poof, boom. Like nothing ever happened. Like it never happened. Right? They want to come in from out of the cold. Well, I'm just going to show. It's like, this is the reading right now. This is the reading. Just what's on the table of an assumptive close in sales. What's an assumptive close? The person's already just about to hang up on you. If it's a telephone call, the person's about to hang up on you. You just go ahead. Well, let me get your name here, and we'll just start writing up the paperwork now. You haven't even said anything yet. You're just assuming that they're not going to say no. Nobody says no. You just go in with that energy. It works. Believe it or not. It radiates confidence. That's what this person's doing. Well, of course they'll take me back. Of course. Okay. Right. You know, why is that here? The sun. It's an assumptive close. Yeah. Of course they'll take me back. Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's go. What did I just say? I just got done talking about an assumptive close. Somebody says no, your energy's putting out yes. Let's just go ahead and fill out the paperwork. This is a yes card. One of the few true yes cards in the deck. It's right there. It is, I called it. It is an assumptive close. All right? So what are they going to do? They're going to show up. But I think they're going to show up in a Chevy pickup. And you're expecting something better, something nicer, a limo, something, right? I mean, I don't know. You're going out to a fancy place. Again, I'm talking in metaphors here, but you catch my drift, right? I think you're a little annoyed. They're trying to assumptive close you. I believe it. I get it. And again, a lot of this happens after Jupiter goes direct. And I think you might spank them for it. There's consequences. After Jupiter goes direct, like I wrote about in my March write-up, all of a sudden there's consequences. I got a lot of people writing in to me about stuff that's going on in the world. They're like, but Steve, nothing ever seems to happen. There's no consequences for it. It just keeps happening. Yeah, it does. Not after Jupiter goes direct, though. You know, there's consequences. And there's a bit of a revenge energy in the air after Jupiter goes direct. All right? So we need to be very, very vigilant about that. We need to be very careful. All right? Be careful who you punch, because they might punch back, kind of a thing. This is what I'm saying about this here. You know, somebody's an assumptive close can work. But it can also, the person on the other end of the phone or on the other end of the table can also take offense by it. Okay? So keep that in mind. This might work and your pants might come off, but you might also take offense by it. All right? There's a lot. This is very deep energies. There's a lot of metaphors I've got to use here. You're going to have to lateral think this reading. All right? I promise you. All right, here we go. I'm pretty high on ibuprofen right now, so I can get through all this energy coming at me. All right, so you go. Let's go with Taurus, position 2, 9 of Cups. It's hubris. It's arrogance. It's, I don't know. It's cockiness. It's what I said. Somebody here. It's an assumptive close again. Why is the 9 of Cups here? I'm going to use the word audacity here. It's crossed by the 4 of Swords. There's an energy, there's a chance. The energy is providing, this is the environmental energy. It's providing an opportunity for you to heal a connection. It's putting the onus on someone else, someone attached to you, to heal the connection. I think they want to heal it more than you do, which is crazy for me to say because you're watching tarot readings to find out about this connection, probably. Many of you. I think the onus is being put on them. The opportunity for healing is there. But I think somebody's a dick. I do. I don't know if you're the one I called your person an idiot yesterday or a moron. Well, I don't know, whatever it is. I think, what's on top? Justice. Yeah, the onus is on them. They're coming in. But why is that here? Yeah, the Hangman. It's very from their perspective. It's not a very balanced sort of thing. What's the bridge? The 3 of Cups. Somebody's opening up. Somebody's trying to make things right. I see it. It's wonderful. There's healing. It's all nice. But it's from one side. It's very one-sided. It's from their perspective. Okay? It feels audacious. It feels arrogant. It feels, how dare you? Like you might say that to them. Again, it all ties to my dad's truck at that damn funeral. It really does. I'll tell you. I remember I didn't think it was going to fit. They had the awning at the church, is what I'm talking about, where it wouldn't fit. I didn't think it was going to fit under that. I thought he was going to take the whole church out. I did. I don't know. It says the clearance. It doesn't have a clearance there. It doesn't look right. I don't know. Gemini position. This is, again, we got a lot of taking offense here a little bit. Well, it's part of that energy where it has to seem like to them it's their idea, which means they got to dump something back on you. Okay? Gemini position 3. 4 Swords. It's a void energy. It does tie a little bit to here. I think they'd like to heal something. I think they're healing the wrong thing. What do I mean? I mean, this is an energy I get for you quite a bit. I think they're healing the wrong thing. Why is the 4 Swords here? Okay. It's the Lovers. They're making no choice. No choice. It's a void energy. It's going the wrong way. I don't know, why is that? It's fluctuating. Somebody's starting over on their side in bad energy, an energy that's dead. There's no energy left for whatever connection they're in that's away from you. You have your connection with them, and they have a connection also on the other side. It's the same energy I get for you quite a bit. They're choosing to heal that connection, but there's nothing left. It's a void. There's nothing that can be healed. They're making the wrong choice. What's on top? The universe is pointing them toward your energy, which is there. There's a lot of energy. And the Nine of Wands, again, turned away from the happiness. We just have to look at the symbolism. You're the sun way back there, and which way are they facing? Right? I mean, it is the way it is. Why is the Nine of Wands here? And the Strength card. Somebody's not listening to their heart chakra. Well, how do I know that? Well, again, it's symbolism. I like to give you transparency. I know some of you read cards and do readings. I'll show you. This is Leo energy, right? So is the sun, right? Again, you got to be able to do this stuff quick. That's why when people get on me, I'll tell you, you try it. I got no script, and I got to read energy relatively quick for thousands of people and come up with something to say that makes fucking sense based on symbolism that flashes before my eyes that quickly. All right? So, yeah, I'm right. Somebody's making wrong decisions. That's all. They're not listening to their heart chakra. They might be listening to their wallet, or maybe they think they are listening to their heart chakra. That's often the case, right? You know, oftentimes when we make an impulse buy, I have to have that car. I love that car. Or I have to have this house. I love this house. Can't afford it. 10 times more than I'll make in my lifetime, but I gotta have it, right? That kind of a thing. We think we're doing it with our heart. We're not. The heart has nothing to do with any of that whatsoever. You know, you don't love the car. The energy doesn't flow there. Your ego likes it. It makes you feel good. It releases some dopamine, but it's not the same thing as love. All right? Except for those people on those weird TV shows on Discovery Channel that hump cars. You know, actually get naked with it. You know, aside from that, but you know that's a psychological disorder more than anything else. All right, here we go. I'm sure you don't have that. Cancer, the hot spot of the connection cycle. Here we go. Bookends, position 1 over here. Something here for everybody. It's the theme energy in this cycle. Lovers. That doesn't surprise me. It was crossing here. It's funny. This base card was crossing here, the one just to the left of it in the flow of energy. And then the Lovers was crossing here, and it's the base card right here. So the one just to the left of it was the crossing energy. And we do have a little bit of a tie-in here. Somebody's being presented with an opportunity. I said there's an opportunity to bring healing here. There really is. I saw it here. I see it here too. Somebody's coming in from out of the cold, but they're pretending like nothing. They're doing an assumptive close. I get it. Why's the Lovers here? You have a very strong, you all have whatever's coming in here on the weekly reading for all of you is one of your more potent, shall we say, connections. Okay? All right, here we go. The Lovers. It's crossed by the Chariot. This card is Cancerian energy. It represents this soulmate cycle to me. Right? It represents this soulmate cycle to me. This card is here for a reason. It's here because this is a powerful fucking connection and it's headed your way. All right? What's on top? 2 of Pentacles. And why is that here? 2 of Swords. There's a lot of energy between you and somebody that's been jammed up. All right? I think it's about to get freed up. 5 Swords. You're about to have a victory here, but it's what I told you. It's the 5 Swords. It's the 5 Swords. And look, there's 2 swords even. We didn't even know that was there. There it is. 5 swords, 2 swords, right? We've had the weird crossing energies that have jived with each other. Yeah. Somebody's about to show up in my dad's truck, and you're expecting a goddamn limousine. It's disrespectful for you to show up here. You know? No, it'd be disrespectful if it was a Ford, right? But, you know, again, you might get a snippy response back like that. You know, you're about to have a victory with somebody, but it's bittersweet. You're getting what you want, right? But they're showing up in a truck. I mean, there's no other way to phrase it. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. But here's the thing. try to control yourself. There's a lot of energy that's been built up here, and when that happens, when it's released, somebody's been hanging on to your energy a long time, which leads me to believe that this is stabbing them in the foot a little bit, in the sense of when we hold on to somebody's energy for a long time, it gets distorted. We start remembering things that didn't happen. It blends with other stuff. It's sort of like old memories, right? They get sort of polluted with other memories, and it gets a little bit warped. So somebody here is a little bit self-sabotagey in the sense that they're a little bit diluted. They don't remember things quite the way you'd like them to. All right? So keep that in mind. You haven't held the energy as tightly, so your memory is better, is what I'm saying. Okay? All right. Position 5, the Leo soap opera. 8 of Cups. That's not surprising. Somebody's making... Yesterday they were making plans. I get it. Yesterday they were making plans. And now... Well, I would say somebody's coming towards you. Somebody's leaving 8 broken cups. That's their decision. I hope you're not the 8 broken cups. I can't tell yet. I hope they haven't changed their mind already. I don't know. It depends what the crossing energy is. You want to see? It's the Lovers. It's exactly, which was, again, I've got the Lovers. I've got the Lovers. I mean, this is unreal. This is an unreal reading. When I get done with this reading, I'm going to go online and I'm going to find an early 80s Chevy Cheyenne 10 short bed pickup. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want that mess. That's the 350 engine never ran really good in those. They were built not so good. But anyway, but they're all right. But it's a handsome truck. Yeah, it is you. Somebody's choosing you. Okay. Somebody's choosing to walk away from 8 broken cups. I don't think you're the 8 broken cups. Hope I'm right. It's the High Priestess. Yeah. And why is that here? It's a hidden energy. And somebody's returning. Somebody's coming back. Somebody's coming back. You don't know it. You won't know. Again, I've got this. Again, it's a metaphor. Don't take me literally. But it's in the dark of night. Somebody shows up. I mean, somebody's sneaking away in the dark of night. But they do this all the time. I don't want you to, if you're part of the Leo soap opera, which, again, it's one of my more popular reads. It's a fast cycle. This person changes their mind on the way to your house, metaphorically speaking. Okay, but right now, we've got somebody here who's feeling the karma between you. Really wants to try to finagle away. Like I said yesterday, I feel it this way. What's the bridge? Yep. Finagle away. Oh, there's no bigger finagler than a boy this age. They come up with all sorts of things to do. I mean, if he likes a girl, he'll throw a rock at her. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit of that. They're trying to finagle a fucking way that you just cross paths. You know? I don't know. Maybe they like a tweet or they accidentally mention you in some social media post. Yo, you accidentally tagged me, did you? Oh, okay. Right. You know. You've got some long username. It's like 40 characters. Impossible to be accidentally tagged kind of a thing. But fine. Give it to them. Whatever the fantasy is, it's fine. All right? So if they throw a rock at you, they like you. Okay? We'll put it that way. All right, Virgo, position 6. Sometimes my wild card. Sometimes you guys show up here, sometimes not. Nope. It's the same as yesterday. Somebody's dumping it on you. Someone's blame shifting back on you. You got some bullshit coming your way. Oh, you want to see why I phrased it that way? He's running, right? You got some bullshit coming towards you. And put it that way. Oh, you might say, other readers say he's looking back at the 2 swords there, Steve. Yeah, absolutely. But that's not what this particular energy is about. Sometimes that's the case. That's not the context here. He's running, coming toward you. We could say he's looking the other way. Oh, it couldn't be me. Yeah, I didn't do it. It's a big blame shift. Why is this here? This person's probably somebody in your life that's done this before. I'm sure they have. And I know that because I've got 10 pentacles there and I got a couple of cards that fell on the fucking floor. All right. I've got somebody's making their problem 8 of pentacles I've got all this stuff. It's a soulmate. I've got to fucking pick all this stuff up in the order that it fell on the fucking floor. I got the Two of Cups. I've got those two would have been there. Okay? I've got a soulmate that continually disappoints you. You wonder why they're in your fucking life. You get up in your head about them, right? You know, and they always dumping stuff on you. It's a very confusing connection. Your most confusing connection. You're confused why this person is still in your life. Okay? And here they come again. They're probably going to exaggerate. They don't want to tell you, boys this age again, liars. They're never going to tell you the 100% truth of what happened. And it's just, the frontal lobe hasn't developed yet. They have to be that way. That's how they survive in nature, back when we had to survive in nature. It is what it is. Somebody here's got their version of the truth that's about on par with a 12-year-old. All right, you're confused why you leave them in your life. I think you do. You know, you'd like to leave them out. They're fueling the Ten of Pentacles. Is that? Look, I don't know. It's coming towards you. Those cards exploded out of the deck. Let me make sure there's nothing else on the floor. All right. So pay attention to what I said yesterday and pay attention to here. I think your best bet here, you want some advice? Fine. Just the way the energy feels, just whatever. Just let them get away with it. It's not worth it. You know. You laugh at people like this. I don't know. You just do. You don't have to be a Virgo here. If you've got somebody like this in your life, you might in the future. It's good advice to remember. Try to spot people's patterns. It's extremely important. Everything is cycles. Everything is energy, and energy is measured in cycles. Every person in your life has a pattern of behavior. If you can spot it, you can become the warlock on the hill in your life. You blow people's minds. Oh, I bet Richie's going to do this today, or sometime soon. Sure enough, there you go. He does it, right? It's people very easy to read, very easy, especially the people you know and have known for a while. It's just most people don't pay attention to the cycles, so they don't know. You could know somebody 20 years and you just start tracking the cycles now. It'll teach you stuff about what's been going on over the last 20 years. Right? Libra, position 7. The Ace of Swords. Okay. All right. I'll make a prediction here. It's a reconciliation energy. You're going to reconcile with somebody. I just feel like you don't want to. It's sort of all right, that kind of a thing. You're just reconciling, but I don't know, it's a little half-assy, I guess. Let's see. I'll see where we're at. Come on now. Ace of Swords. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. It's good intentions. Somebody's approaching you with good intentions. What's on top? Four of Wands. Beginning of a happy new beginning. And why is that here? The Eight of Wands. Forward movement. Again, you're just kind of doing it. What's the bridge? The King of Pentacles. You're reconciling with somebody. I just get the impression that they're coming toward you. There's you, Queen of Pentacles, and they're coming in the environmental energy. You've got communication from somebody who you've been estranged from. It could be a runner. There's a reconciliation coming. I just feel like, and again, you can take it for what it's worth to you. It's the way the energy feels. You're just exhausted, and that's why you're reconciling with them. It feels that way. It feels like you just feel like it's the right thing to do rather than argue. I don't want to argue, Steve. I'm just going to reconcile. That's the way it feels. Either way, accept that or don't. Either way, somebody here, obviously we've got somebody coming in, reconcile energy, happy new beginning. This leads to a Ten of Pentacles, and you're the peacemaker. Just so you know, you're the peacemaker. No doubt about it. Or the reconciliation is a brokerage of peace between you and somebody. All right? I don't know. You're a pretty good couple. I think you're both the King and Queen of Pentacles. So I don't know. It's one of my favorite couples in the tarot. So it might be worth it. I just feel like one side, probably you, is tired. Really tired. I think it's less of a reconciliation and more of a cave-in. Okay? And again, that might not be for all of you. For some of you, it's an exciting reconciliation. But for the few of you where it feels like a cave-in, I feel like I have to mention that. Okay? So that, you're like, yeah, I hear you. Okay, cool. All right. Again, the same frequency of energy can play out 1,000 different ways. I don't have a card to back up the cave-in. I could dig for it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just giving you the read. Take it for what it's worth to you. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it is just a nice reconciliation, rainbows and unicorns. All right? Life doesn't usually work that way, though. Scorpio, position 8. My hot Scorpios. Knight of Wands. Communication. Somebody's coming in. Somebody's coming in. It's that aspect of the Knight of Wands that we say it's an energy that rolls in, and sometimes it overplays its hand or it overstays its welcome. All right? I don't know. I don't know what that means. I feel like you get an invite to go out the way it feels, and like you wish it would go. You wish to keep looking at your watch. All right? That's what I get. We'll see. Knight of Wands, why is it here? Tell me about it. Three of Wands, yeah. The energy is Three of Wands. You're a little bit, I think somebody here, this is something you've wanted, and you're a little confused why you wish it would end. I think somebody's a little bit of a phony. I've got the feathers in the cap here. I'm drawn to, stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni from the Yankee Doodle song. Right, the macaroni of the day were the flamboyant boys. They were the male socialites, if you will, give or take. I mean, I'm just paraphrasing history. You can't just it's indicating you can't just stick a feather in your hat and call yourself one of them, right? You're not one of them. If it's you're either wearing the fashion or you're not. You can't just stick a feather in any old cheap ass piece of shit. It's somebody here who's calling themselves macaroni, but they're not. Right? It's also why the macaroni penguin is called the macaroni penguin. It's got a little thing in its fucking head. All right, I'm not saying the penguins are phony. They're not. They're terrific. All right, what's on top? Emperor. And why is that here? The Knight of Wands. Again, it's everything you wanted. Steve, my ship is coming in. I've wanted to hang out with this person. I have wanted this. Why am I looking at my watch, Steve? Why am I thinking about using Steve's trick of saying I got to go put money in the meter and then just never come back, right? And the person realizes 10 minutes in that, wait, he doesn't have a car. That kind of a thing. I don't know. I have no idea. But I can tell you here, this is what you want, but you're late for the door. Why? Because I think this person is a phony. I think you're very real, but I think you realize that they're not as great as you thought they were, or something along those lines. This could be a job that turns out to be not as great as you thought it would be. It could be dinner at the boss's house, right? Going to have dinner at Mr. Tate's house, and you thought it was going to be better, and it's not. It's boring. You wish you were outside, whatever. You're sitting there with all this gold shit all around. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's somebody shows up. You're excited to see them, and then you're late for the door, okay? But with the Three of Wands here, it shows you something else. It's an important thing to happen because sometimes we need to get juxtaposition. We need some contrast. We need to see something that we thought we wanted to help us see what it is we actually want. And I think that's what this is. I think that's what it does for you, okay? All right. I like that. That's a Steve Love Tarot t-shirt waiting to happen if we could shorten it just a little bit. Anyway, here we go. Sagittarius. Oh, make room. Okay, Sagittarius. Position 9. Sometimes separate from the cycle, sometimes part of it. Always a pain in my ass. The High Priestess. Somebody's got a secret. Somebody's got a secret. Okay. All right. I'm drawn to the letters BJ. It is Steve's Love Tarot. Did you give someone one of those and they're holding it over your head? I'll tell your husband or your wife, one or the other. I don't know. Somebody's got some power over you. Somebody's got some power over. I'm sure it doesn't involve a BJ, but somebody's got some power over you. All right, and I feel like you think everything's. I don't remember. I didn't write down what you got yesterday, but I feel like you think everything's okay with this person. Peaceful, calm. Why is that here? It's crossed by the star. It's a delayed energy. There's a delay. It's not about a wish. It's not about manifesting. It's talking about a delay. There's a delayed energy here. Ah, good Lord. All right, what's on top? The Knight of Pentacles. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'll tell you what. Just why is that here? Here it comes. The Queen of Swords. Somebody's going to use it when they need it. Look, I don't know what this is about. I just got to give you an example. All right? Just catch my drift. Something is not a secret if anybody else knows about it besides you. It's only a secret as long as you're the only one who knows about it. Okay? At the end of the day here, somebody knows something. I'm going to phrase it this way. It feels like an energy of somebody knows something about you. They know you gave so-and-so a BJ. They do. They know something about you. And they said, oh, don't worry. I'm not going to tell anybody. Wait for it. They're going to use it. They're thinking about using it. It wouldn't have come up here if they're not thinking about using it. Right? As soon as this person wants something from you, they're going to use it. Yeah. You know why? Because somebody here feels all high and mighty. There's the Burger King. Got to have it their way because, that's bookending that. You don't ever, maybe you gave a BJ to the Burger King. I don't know. But you don't ever tell this person a secret. They're an opportunist. You've got an opportunist attached to you that this week might opportune. Okay? I'm just saying, be careful. You might want to sneak in and calm waters. Even if you're not sure if the water, just do a check-in. Everything okay? Do you need anything? Is there anything I can do for you? You need your bills paid? Depending on how big the thing is. I don't know. Right? All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Also, for you guys watching, I got a few that come here, about 8% now. That's a good pickup line. You need your bills paid. You got to say it just right, though. Hey, baby, you need your bills paid? Right? Guarantee. It works. It makes you a little bit of one of these, but it'll work in the right environment. Wrong person, but right environment. Anyway, always trying to give helpful pickup lines. All right, here we go. Capricorn, position 10. The Sun. I don't know. I'm drawn to the Unicorn. I guess. All right, that's a warning to me not to sugarcoat this. It's the happiest card in the deck. I like it. It's a positive read. But for some reason, I'm getting a warning not to sugarcoat it. Maybe that's to pass on to you, not for me. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't turn a horse into a unicorn. We've got the macaroni over here, right? You're not macaroni if you're sticking a feather in a hat. You're not high fashion if you got cheap-ass clothes and you're just bedazzling them with a bunch of sparkles. It's crossed by the Death card. The Sun. That's a nice energy. These two combine very well. It's a happy ending. It is what it is. Hey, it could be a massage. It could be a happy ending to a massage. It's same rule applies. Whether you can't make cheap ass clothes high fashion by bedazzling them, and you can't fucking make a horse a unicorn by gluing a horn on it. Don't turn a fucking happy ending into a relationship. She's just doing her job. All right? Or he, one or the other. I don't know. It's a happy ending. What's on top? The Nine of Cups. What did I say? You got you. Okay, why is that here? And the Ace of Cups. You've got something you wanted. Something great happens. You have a great date. You have a date like no other. I've just got to give you an example. It's just, again, please catch my drift. Right? It's not a unicorn if it's a horse with a glued horn on it. It's not macaroni by sticking a feather in the cap. All right? It's the happy ending to the massage is not an offer of a life together. It's someone doing their job. A nice first date. Don't start running with it and making plans. All right? Stay grounded. Stay practical. All right? But I'll tell you what. You got information coming your way. Something happens that changes everything. Don't run with it. Be cool. All right? It's sort of like the message I had in a lot of the monthly readings for March. Relax. All right? Chill out. Especially, I think, one of the signs had, I just said relax in the title. Yeah, a little bit. Aquarius, position 11. Jesus. Unbelievable. Sometimes you guys show up here, sometimes not. You didn't show up over here, but somebody's showing up on top of you, I'll tell you. The Four of Pentacles. correct me if I'm wrong, but in the Friday reading, I believe you had a 4. I don't think it was a 4 of Pentacles. I'm going to guess it was a 4 of Swords. All right? And my memory's not that good because I washed these. And lot's happened between then and now. So, I'm going to guess you had a 4 of Swords. And if I'm wrong, I owe you 3 chickpeas. Okay? There you go. I'm not betting farms, just chickpeas. You might want to, it's a miserly energy. It's some advice for you. You might want to hold back this week a little bit. All right? You might want to just step back and see how things play out. All right? The miser here wants to spend a pile of money. I'm just giving you an example. All right? Just catch my drift. The miser wants to spend a pile of money. But he's waiting for the right moment. He wants to kind of see what happens first before he does that. Right? He or she. Before he does that, he wants to see what happens first. That's your best course this week, is to be a miser. In whatever you need to be. An emotional miser, a money a miser, I don't know, some kind of nizer miser. I have no idea. Whatever it is, your best bet is to be cool. All right. So a lot of energies coming at me here with this. Each one of these pentacles is reflecting an energy. It tells me there's probably several different ways this plays out for you guys. At bottom of the deck is the 3 of Wands. It ties it instantly to this, which had the 3 of Wands crossing over here in the Scorpio position, which means the theme is the same. You know, give things a chance, but if they show themselves to be not worthy, you know, you'll be glad you held back. All right, that's all. Don't make any promises to this Emperor. You might find, you know, you wish you hadn't. What's on top? 7 of Pentacles. Again, checking my energy read, right? What did I say about laying back? He looks pretty laid back to me. He's on a break. I'm just going to wait and see what happens. I'm not going to pick these pentacles yet. We're just going to wait and see what happens, right? It's a bit of that. Why is that here? My student, Page of Pentacles. We're just going to wait and see what happens. The waiting and seeing will teach you something. Again, my reads are spot on here. Again, I can only give you an example, a metaphor, whatever, an analogy, you know, all that kind of stuff, but it is true. You might want to hold back. Whatever it is you're thinking of spending, the miser wants to spend. It could be money, it could be emotions. Lay back. Watch it first for a little bit. See what happens. All right? You'll be glad you did. I can end by saying that for sure. Pisces, position 12. The end of our story ties to the beginning, position 1 and number 5 for some reason. The 9 of Pentacles. Somebody is freeing themselves up. I believe it feels like somebody new. It might be somebody who said, we can't be together, I have to stay in a marriage. It could be. But it feels like somebody new. It feels like an Ace of Cuppy type energy, or more like a Page of Cuppy type energy, right? I say cuppy like puppy, right? It's small. It's puppy love. All right. That's nice. Somebody's freeing themselves up. I think that means somebody might ask you out, or you might be able to ask somebody out. I think you might find out about this week. All right. I don't know if anything happens, but you might find out about it. You're the right person. I already know what the bottom card is. So you're the right person in the right place at just the right time, and that applies to both of you. The 9 of Pentacles is crossed by the 9 of Pentacles. You both, this could play out a lot of ways. This could just be you both happen to be available, right? But this could also be somebody that you've always wanted. For a couple of you, this is a big deal. This is somebody you've always wanted to be with, but you've both been in relationships and you haven't been able to. And now, this week, the energy sets up where in the very near future, you're both in a moment where you're in the right place at the right time in the right situation, which is single. You both happen to be single, and there's nothing stopping you. Okay? Could be that for a couple of you. It could be that specific. But for most of you, this is just you're both in the right place. You have an energy match with somebody, and, you know, again, it's another right place, right time, right person energy. What's on top? Knight of Swords. Again, this information is making, what did I say? Rewind. Right? This information is, what am I your second favorite for? This information is making its way to you this week. The energy is setting up this week. Why is that here? The Death card. Again, transformation. Something different can happen. The energies are setting up. Somebody's getting themselves single. You're getting yourself single. You're both getting yourself single. Some sort of energy on either side is setting itself up this week so that something can happen that hasn't been able to happen before between you and another person. It's beautiful. It's serendipity on crack. It's happenstance on pure heroin. I mean, it's beautiful. It's terrific. All right? Let's add it up. 3 cards and a bottom card. What's it all mean, universe? What's it all mean? Let's see where we go. 3 cards and a bottom card. Come on now. Add it up. Tell me about it. Won't let me shuffle anymore, so I guess we're all set. 6 cups, soulmate, returning. Something, your past is coming to your present very soon. Okay? High priestess. Anyway, center card, King of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. What's under this? The 4 of Pentacles. That's important because that's right there. And this was you guys, so this is a large number of you. Look, it's a week. I'm going to address this because it came back. This is a week to wait and see. This is a time to wait and see. All right? It's not my place to give you advice or talk about my offline readings and things like that, but speaking for myself, I'm avoiding any big long-term purchases until I see what's going on, right? Because there's a lot of stuff that's about to change. There's a lot of energy slapback that's waiting to fucking snap in. It's just sitting there. It's just building and building and building. That being said, that's what I'm doing. You do what you want to do. I don't fucking care. But it even came up here. Chill out, especially on the finance side, all right? But at the end of the day here, aside from waiting and seeing what's going on, somebody here is probably out of nowhere going to show up under a bit of a delusional energy, under the guise of you've got an energy between you and somebody that's stabilizing here. While you may not know what's going to happen, it's wise not to fantasize about it and turn it into sitting on rainbows or, again, sticking horns on horses and making it a unicorn. All right? At the end of the day here, sit, wait, somebody's showing up, wait, watch them. See, have they changed or are they still this King of Wands, right? Are they still disappointing? Because this is a disappointing energy. For once, you're the one kind of spying. This person isn't going to know it, but you're sort of watching them. You're paying attention to what they're saying, what they're doing, right? You might even start spying yourself a little bit in the background where they don't know you're spying with the Page of Swords, which is my barn owl in the animal deck, right? Okay, so again, it's a week to wait and see, to watch what happens. Let things play out a little bit before you make any moves or make any judgments on somebody. But it's also a good thing to do in your life in general, I think, okay, my opinion. I will tell you there's a lot of, in the soulmate cycle, which is a direct reflection of societal energies, we saw it here. There's a lot of built-up energy that's about to be released like a rubber band. You've wound really tight, pulled really stretched, it's about to fucking snap. And if you're not careful, if you don't know that's going to happen, it'll hit you in the face, okay? That's happening in the soulmate cycle, where I talked about it here. It's also happening out in the world. It's happening in my offline readings as well. The energy keeps indicating there's a huge energy slapback. There's energy that's been building. There's been no consequences for certain things. And it's about to come back in a big way. It's about to snap like a rubber band. That being said, be cool. Play the wait and see game. Waiting and seeing will teach you something. And then you'll make smart moves and you'll know what to do. It applies in the world and it applies to this soulmate cycle as well, this person. Watch them. Pay attention to them. See if they've changed and be realistic about what can happen. They're not being realistic. I believe they're fucking macaroniing the whole thing up, sticking feathers in it and whatever. I saw it right here from the beginning. This is an intense reading. There's a lot of energy here. I'm glad I took the Advil today. I will tell you what. There's a lot of energy to keep track of. It's all crisscrossing like crazy. If I did timestamps here, I'd be telling most of you to click about 10 of them. Okay, so again, that's why I don't do it. This is just straight up energy read. This is the soulmate cycle right now. But it's also very similar energy to what's going on in the offline reads too. Very similar. Just missing a couple of towers. Just missing a couple of towers and a devil or two. But other than that, we're good to go. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Make your own decisions. Do what you want to do. All right? I'm just letting you know what I'm doing because people keep fucking asking me. Keep sending me messages on X like I can fucking change what's going on in the world. I can't. You know, I get you. I'm watching. It's what I do. I watch. I'm an observer. I make notes in my notebook from a neutral perspective. And I'm telling you, there's some energetic slapback that's about to roll in, and you want to be in the smart position. I'll tell you that. But do what you want to do. All right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Good luck.